Welcome to my second ever Watcher of Realms video. Today I want to cover this guy that I just pulled, I believe earlier today actually, Pelagios. He looks to be something along the lines of Poseidon, obviously. He's got the little trident there. They didn't do a very good job hiding that fact, obviously. I don't think they were trying to though, but I looked on YouTube when I first pulled this guy and I didn't find any sort of guides on him. I looked at the reviews for him in game and people were giving him absolutely fantastic ratings basically everywhere. He is also part of the Arbiter faction here, so I believe that is the newest faction that we currently have in the game. So as you can see, I don't really have any other champions from it. I know this guy was a fusion at one point. Everybody was kind of excited about the Arbiters. They all seem to have some pretty good skills. I'm just going to go through this guy's kit super quick because I trust that all of you are able to read. So A1 deals 105% damage to multiple enemies. It's basically just an AoE. His ultimate is insane. He attacks one enemy, dealing 450% AoE damage to up to 10 nearby enemies and inflicting 3 stacks of radiant erosion. So this is continuous true damage based on defense of the inflicted target every 2 seconds, and it can stack up to 3 times. On his Ocean's Mark passive, so it has an 80% chance, so that would be the ultimate has an 80% chance, books to 100, which I have it at right now, to create a tidal vortex at the location lasting for 3 seconds. This is basically going to draw everybody into its center, dealing damage per second, and then it basically absorbs the radiant erosion and just does that out as damage right away. And then his other passive, so Tidal Barrage, when there are more than 5 enemies in range, there is a 34% chance of casting Poseidon's Fury repeatedly on random enemies. This can be triggered at most 2 consecutive times. If there are more than 10 enemies, the trigger chance is doubled. This is absolutely insane if you're dealing with AoE area content. And he's also going to increase attack in the arena by 15%. So this guy is absolutely fantastic. We look at his awakenings here. Awakening 1, each tide released restores an additional 10% rage. Attack plus 5%. Poseidon's Fury deals damage to 4 more targets, so that's a cap of 14, I believe. Crit rate plus 8%, and each attack has a 10% chance to create the tidal vortex for 4 seconds. So that's on his basic attack there. So he's creating so many vortexes to just basically pull everybody into the same spot. Then he's just absolutely blasting them with damage in that spot, so he is absolutely insane. These are the stats I have him built out with right now. Keep in mind, this is like secondary gear that I have on him. If I were to build him out with the best gear on my account, it'd be a little bit better than this. So he has 11,000 attack. What do we got here? We got a cost of 22, which is insane. He has a lot of attack speed, so he has about 245, not a lot I guess, but he's attacking every 2.4 seconds. 85 crit rate, 227 on the crit damage, and then 0 rage regen. I would definitely recommend getting a little bit more rage regen on there, I think. For his artifact, I just got something basic, which is the Broken Nightmare. Each basic attack launched increases attack by 4% for 2 seconds. I actually had him equipped with this one here, so the Ecor Chalice, but then I happened to pull Silas today, and I wanted to put that on Silas instead. So in terms of the gear, this is what I'm rocking. These are the rolls. As you can see, it's not even rolled all the way up, and we got terrible substats on here. An okay piece right here. We got another meh piece. We got a pretty decent piece right here. It's got very good crit rate, as you can see, almost a max roll on that, which is incredible. And then the last piece is an attack bonus with crit rate, crit damage, which is pretty nice. I do want to get this to 100% though, but this guy is absolutely fantastic. Where would I recommend using him? Well, of course, I would recommend using him in Gear Raid 3. I'll go ahead and put the video on screen there at some point if I haven't already of the run in Gear Raid 3. He is actually one of my top damage dealers there as well now, and that was when I was beating Gear Raid 18, so definitely progressed into the game. It's not early game content by any means. I imagine he'd be very useful for Gear Raid 1 as well. And then, of course, this guy is going to be absolutely fantastic in the arena, too. So I don't know if he's making... what are we on? We're on anti-air DPS. He's probably not going to be the best in anti-air, but he is definitely still up there. AoE DPS, I would have to imagine he's probably going to rank up here. I might be wrong, though. I will have to give him some testing just to see, you know, how much damage he does, essentially. I know Aatrox is absolutely insane for it as well. This guy is fantastic, though. In terms of the ratings, I'll just go through this real quick. So for EXP rate, I'm going to give him a 5. Gold raid, easy 5, both of those. Tide, he's probably going to be a 5 as well. Gear raid 1, people are giving him a 5, I'd have to agree. Void, Rift, definitely going to be a 5 there as well, just some good damage. Faction Trial, 100%. Gear raid 3, that's definitely where I'm going to be using him the most. Guild Wars, I think there's better options, but he is still very solid, so I'll give him a 4. AoE DPS, like I say, I'll give him a 5. Anti-air, definitely a good hero for there as well. Gear Raid 2, what do we got in Gear Raid 2? He could potentially do some soloing on that in terms of your damage, but I think you probably have better options there. I know a Maul can actually solo that as well, with a Dolores, I believe. Single target DPS, probably not. There's higher single target DPS dealers out there. Mortal Codex, he's getting a 5 from me. Artifact Material, probably a 4. You could use him, but there's better options. Clan Boss, I have yet to really use him. I hope this was at least somewhat useful. This guy, I think, is deserving of so much more in terms of just content surrounding him. I hope some of the content creators that are a bit more late game in this game and a little bit more knowledgeable about it are able to pump out some videos as well, just showcasing him, getting more people using this guy, more people hyped for him, because he is so enjoyable to use. His animations are very, very cool as well. And not only that, but the fact that he has like the AoE, just bringing everybody in, you can synergize him really well with somebody like a, where is she here, like a Mari, where you basically use her AoE freeze in combination with his. You could also use it with somebody like a Maul, where he's going to do the AoE nuke once you bring them into, you know, the exact position you want them. So there's a lot of potential utility there as well. I'm looking forward to using him. Do you guys have this guy? What do you think of him? If you don't have him, who is your most wanted champion in the game or hero in the game? I'd be very interested to hear that. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.